and welcome to another episode of Leatherneck Insider. I'm Avery Thompson.
And I'm Riley Matthews. For the second time in 2 years, Western Illinois men's golf team are champions. WU won the Alabama State Spring Classic this past weekend. Western won their first tournament of the year by 12 strokes. The Leathernecks were led by seniors Cameron Carney and Parker Govern, who finished in the top 5. They will have the weekend off before they travel to the 2022 Gulf Coast Collegiate on February 28th. Transitioning to the hardwood, one Western Illinois fighting Leatherneck is grabbing some huge individual achievements on the court.
At the time of this recording, a player in the women's basketball team has a college career total of 881 points and 876 rebounds, and she had no idea.
I mean, I guess that's kind of cool. Rebounding has always been like a big part of my game. That's just kind of cool that it kind of shows that it's something that I'm good at and put a lot of effort into. And the points is cool too, because I mean, I'm always working on trying to become a better scorer and being more aggressive. So it's good to see that both of those things are kind of coming along.
With points being the most sought-after statistic in basketball, Evan Zars gives her take on what really matters on the court.
I mean, scoring is obviously always going to be really important. I mean, you do got to put points up, but I think there's a lot of other factors. I once read something that you really only have the ball like 10% of the time in your hands, and the other 90% of the game, you're doing something to impact the game without the ball in your hands. So I just think like defense and rebounding and communication and just overall effort all the time on the floor is something that's always overlooked and doesn't really have a stat. So I think being that player that wants to do all the little things that would usually go unnoticed is a huge role and something that a lot of young players can try to focus on to get to the next level.
This has been Daniel Anaya with Leatherneck Insider.
For the first time since the 2012-2013 season, the WIU men's basketball team will finish with a record above 500. WIU has their eyes on the Summit League tournament as they have clinched a spot for the second year in a row.
Western Illinois men's basketball team has achieved a winning regular season. This is the team's first above 500 year since 2012-2013. Coach Rob Jeter discusses what the keys to success have been this year.
Starts with players, making sure you have the right guys that are committed to doing the right things. I think it also starts with your staff, making sure you have those guys that are contributing and able to go out and find the players, but also relate to our guys and help motivate them. And then from there, it's just a trust and a buy-in, making sure that you have a sound plan that everyone believes in and buys into, and then you put it all together and you start building a strong foundation.
Will Carey is a graduate student and huge part of the Leatherneck team, has the keys from the player's perspective.
I think just having that first year under our belt and having a summer to work out together and just really connect as a team has been huge. I mean, we're a team that all get along. We're really good with each other on and off the court, and I think that chemistry helps a ton. And just getting to lock in our values, as Coach was saying, some of our principles on defense, offense, being able to set that base for how we want the program to be run.
There's something special brewing in men's basketball, and the team is looking to get better every practice as they look ahead to their final 2 home games in the Summit League tournament.
Just trying to get better every practice, every rep, every game. So, there's still room for improvement for our team. I think that's the first thing. The second is we want to get healthy. We have some guys right now that are battling a little sickness and illness. That's pretty common this part of the season. We want mentally to start feeling better and feeling locked in and excited about the opportunities that we have in front of us.
This team is filled with guys who have stuck around when the team was at a low. All it took was a little leap of faith to turn things around. The brotherhood is one thing that's going to continue to be important.
The guys that have stuck with us and the guys that are that decided to give us a chance, and we owe them a lot. I mean, you're coming to a program where really, we're new. We're veteran coaches, but we're new to Western. The tradition wasn't quite where we would like for it to be. And so there was a lot of trust that had to go into taking a leap of faith and joining our program. And so we're very thankful to the young men that did that. And now it's our chance to give back, get a chance to try to help these guys become better, help develop them. And I think we're on the right track for that. And when that happens, now those seniors can get back to the KJ Lees and help those guys develop and kind of keep that tradition of that brotherhood going in our program.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Kylie Rogers.
Thank you, Kylie. The men's team will take on Omaha and Denver. Much like the basketball team having success, WU's Akeem Kali is having one of the best seasons of his career, continuing to break school records in track.
WIU Akina Kali is currently ranked in the top 20 for the NCAA track and field athletes. However, he is eyeing for top 16 so he can qualify for the NCAA National Championships.
I was not surprised with my ranking. I wanted to rank higher. I wanted to be in the top 16. Unfortunately, I'm ranked 20 right now, so I'm like 4 spots behind.
Even though he is ranked number 1 in the conference, he still feels pressure to do well at the next meet.
This will be my last chance to actually like hit my top 16 mark. I know I can do it, but it's gonna be pretty tough. But I'm gonna go there and try to execute my race as best as possible.
Akeem Akali and the rest of the WIU track and field team take on the Summit League Indoor Championships Friday, February 25th through Saturday, February 26th in North Dakota. We have a change at the helm for Western Illinois University women's soccer team, and it comes close to home.
As the WIU women new soccer head coach, Jose Primo, says her plan for the new season and leadership role for the WIU women team is?
Right now, we're just working on our development for the spring. So we lost a large senior class. So really working with our freshmen and our sophomores, trying to get them to develop, build their confidence, get them some minutes in our spring game so that way they can gain that experience going into next fall. And my plan is to continue that. So we have a really strong philosophy in our defensive shape on the team. So that's a message that we hit home every day and that I plan on doing. Our leadership style is going to change a little bit just because of the amount of seniors that we had graduate. They were kind of the core of our leadership group on the team. So right now it's going to be trying to find out which girls are going to step into those roles, figure out who our new leaders are going to be for next fall, but I plan on helping them and channeling that from the sidelines again.
The wait is finally over. After searching for over 2 months, the WIU volleyball has a new leader. Dale Starr becomes the 12th head coach of the program. Starr has over 2 decades of Division I experience and 315 victories. Starr led Robert Morris to the NCAA tournament in 2015.
Stay tuned, because coming up right after the break, Leatherneck Insider reporters Trevor Davis and Jack Felt discuss players to watch and weekend recaps of WIU baseball and softball.
Taking me home, taking me home.
Here, I engineer the future.
Taking me home. Bring me back.
Here, I have countless opportunities.
Taking me home. Bring me back.
Here, I do research.
Right here at Western.
Welcome back. This weather is getting warmer, which means that baseball season has started. The Western Illinois Leathernecks started the season with 2 players earning preseason awards.
Western Illinois baseball team kicked off its season last weekend with a pair of players earning preseason recognition from the Summit League. 5th-year senior Jace Warkentine was named a pitcher to watch by Summit League coaches. Coach Andy Pascal likes the intangibles that Warkentine brings to the squad.
A lot of experience, first and foremost. He utilized his 5th year, the COVID year, to be able to use some eligibility and come back, and we're excited to have him back. So with that too, I mean, he brings that senior leadership that good teams need, and then he also brings a ton of energy to the ballpark every single day. He is the guy that really energizes the team every single day. He's the guy that's breaking down every single meeting, every single post practice, post lift. He's that guy that brings that energy. So,
in addition to Warkentine, Derek Bottaletto was named a Summit League player to watch. Coach Pasco thinks the junior shortstop is a very complete player.
He's exactly what you look for defensively in a shortstop, and he's really taken a lot of strides forward with his hitting as well, especially his approach. So, there's a reason he's hitting our 3 holes because of, how competitive he is, but also his approach to his at-bats as well.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Trevor Davis.
Snow hit Macomb last week, but that did not stop Western Illinois softball team from traveling south for some matchups with top 25 teams.
With the 2022 softball season getting underway, the rankings were released for the Summit League coaches poll. The Western Illinois Leathernecks are slated in the 7th spot, 1 spot ahead of newcomer St. Thomas. Here's what Coach Goller had to say on the rankings.
I saw it. I'm sure everybody saw it. I wasn't shocked because we lost the end of our season due to COVID, so we didn't even get a chance to compete in our last series. We didn't make the tournament. All that stinks. It's a bunch of what ifs, but the black and white was that we should have been ranked where we were ranked, especially with St. Thomas being a new team coming in. I don't think rankings in general mean a whole lot because on any given day anybody can beat somebody, but I hope that our players and I know our staff, when we saw that, we were just we gotta work. That's just how it is. You're gonna have to work every weekend. So hoping that our preseason is going to prep us for that. I think it will. We already had some good competition that we faced, but we'll see what happens.
The Leathernecks have faced strong competition this season, as recently they went down to play the University of Arkansas, who is currently ranked 8th in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, Longwood University, and Wichita State. Coach Goller talks about what it means to play teams with such high caliber and what it does for the Leathernecks going into conference play.
Is that baseball, softball is a sport where as a player, if you don't have immediate success, which usually translates as results in a game, your confidence can just tank within one game. It's crazy that it's 3 at-bats can affect how you view yourself, or 1 bad outing on the mound can affect how you view yourself. So with us having as young of a team as we had, or have, I should say, we had to keep having the conversation of you can't let your confidence waver because of that. It's opening weekend, you're in a dome. It's not like everything's on your side as far as what you've got, but we know we prepared well. So the growth that we saw from game 1 to game 6, whether it was our returners or our new players, I thought that was the best thing. We kept talking about having to make adjustments day by day, game by game, at bat by at bat, mound, your time on the mound by mound time, all of that. So we were trending up when the weekend ended, which is really all you can ask for. I hope that we continue to do that in this next weekend, which will be challenging again, but everything we do is prepping us for Summit League play.
WIU will enjoy an off weekend this weekend and will be back on the road March 5th in the Indiana tournament as they take on the University of Indiana and Valparaiso University. With Leatherneck Insider, I'm Jack Bell.
Thank you, Jack. Coming up right after the break, we head over to the Macomb High to discuss recent updates in the high school world.
Your vision.
My goal is to work at a top 100 television station as a reporter, anchor, and a producer.
Our mission.
Thanks to Western, I have a resume that would beat out most students from the top journalism schools in the country.
This is Western Illinois University.
I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Great to have you back. Macomb High Wrestlers head coach Luke Ladd sent 3 wrestlers to state this year, but this one hits closer than home more than normal.
After missing out on state last year due to COVID-19, the Macomb High wrestling team sent 3 players to state this year.
The last time we had state qualifiers, I believe we had 3 as well. But then not being able to wrestle last year, we didn't know what to expect coming into this year. And so to have the 3 state qualifiers, we're going to count it as a success.
2 of the Bombers' state qualifiers was brother and sister Ethan and Kelly Ladd. The siblings became the first brother-sister duo to ever qualify for Illinois Wrestling State in the same year.
It's pretty cool being the first to do that, but hopefully next year we can do better and first sister duo, brother-sister duo to qualify, or not qualify, but place. That'd be pretty cool.
Ethan and Kelly joined their father as state qualifiers as he qualified during his time as a high school wrestler.
Oh, it's pretty awesome. You know, coming into the season, we didn't know really what to expect, especially with the girls wrestling part of it. And she's battled. I think that was probably a bigger surprise. My son qualified last year at IWCOA state since IHSA didn't have their state tournament. And so, you know, we knew he was capable, but it was still pretty awesome that they both qualified.
Max Reiner also qualified for state for the Bombers, and he reflects on how qualifying will give the team momentum for next year.
Really, it's crazy because last year we have nothing and now we come back to 3. It's a great build-up for our team for next year too.
Unfortunately, Max and Ethan did not place in state. However, the Bombers still have hope as Kelly Ladd competes in state this weekend. For Leatherneck Insider, I'm Johnny Jazarowski.
What a great accomplishment for the sibling duo. In more Macomb High news, the Macomb High men's basketball team is having a historic season as they compete in the IHSA playoffs. The Bombers went 19-8 this season and play Auburn High School February 23rd in Petersburg at regionals of hope of qualifying for state finals. Coming up on Leatherneck Insider, we will talk about the NFL trade rumors. Don't go anywhere.
Western Illinois University. Our beginnings in 1902 focused on providing affordable teacher education training. We've changed with the times and excelled through the years. Today, Western is positioned for the next 100 years and beyond. Affordability of diverse academic programs, outstanding learning opportunities, and hands-on experiences provide excellent job placement for our graduates. This is Western, forever Western.
Welcome back to Leatherneck Insider. The Super Bowl has ended, which means that it is time for the NFL trade rumors. Leatherneck Insider reporter Ben Polanca has more.
It was an insane Super Bowl this year as both teams went back-to-back when it came to points. It came down to the very last play. For the second year in a row, a team that hosted the Super Bowl has won it. The LA Rams had finally won it all. Now immediately the offseason rumors have begun, and it begins with the LA Rams head coach Sean McVay and the player Aaron Donald, as they were rumored to retire, but they eventually denied it. Jimmy Garoppolo, rumor has it that he might be going to the Bucs. Aaron Rodgers' future with the Packers does not seem so bright, as he's rumored to be dealt to the Broncos or even the Steelers. Devontae Adams might be hitting free agency, as he's rumored that he will be wanting $30 million in cap space. Russell Wilson could be going to the Colts, as the rumors are storming up with the Colts and Russell Wilson. Deshaun Watson's potential team is the Minnesota Vikings, as he says he would really want to go there, rumor has it. And there's many more rumors to come, as the NFL draft will be taking place on April 28th in Las Vegas, and it will be streamed on ESPN.
And that's all the time we have today. We will be back next week with a new episode of Leatherneck Insider. Be sure to give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at InsiderWIU. And be sure to like us on Facebook. I'm Riley Matthews.
And I'm Avery Thompson. Have a great rest of your week.